Do you ever feel weighed down by negative energy, those lingering thoughts and emotions that seem to cloud your mind, no matter how much you try to shake them off? Imagine waking up each day with a mind free from negativity, filled with clarity and deep peace. As Buddha wisely said, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. In today's fast-paced world, we constantly absorb stress and tension, whether from work pressures, difficult relationships, or inner conflicts. Over time, this negativity accumulates, clouding our perception and disturbing our inner balance. But what if there were ancient teachings that could guide you toward releasing that energy and cultivating lasting positivity? In this video, we will explore powerful Buddhist practices that can help you cleanse your mind and remove bad energy, bringing a renewed sense of peace into your life. Have you ever wondered how meditation, mindfulness, and self-awareness could transform your mindset? Stay with us as we uncover practical steps inspired by Buddhism, steps that will empower you to shift your energy and embrace tranquility. This isn't just a theoretical discussion. These are real, actionable tools you can apply today to free yourself from the burden of negativity. By the end of this video, you'll gain the wisdom to break free from negative energy and the knowledge to create a lasting sense of inner calm. 1. Understanding negative energy. Negative energy isn't some mystical force. It's a reflection of the stress, emotions, and suffering we carry within. It stems from workplace pressures, toxic relationships, past wounds, and unresolved fears. In Buddhism, we do not run from this reality. Instead, we recognize it for what it truly is: suffering. The Buddha taught that acknowledging the presence of suffering is the first step toward liberation. You cannot move past what you refuse to see. If your mind feels burdened with negative energy, it is a sign that there is unresolved suffering within. The very moment you become aware of this suffering, you begin to break free from it. Awareness is the first step toward healing. Ask yourself, where does this negativity come from? Is it from external sources, criticism from others, societal expectations, or painful experiences? Or is it internal, resentment, fear, or limiting beliefs that you hold on to? Buddhist wisdom teaches us that everything is interconnected. Often, the negativity inside us feeds off external negativity, creating a cycle of suffering. But when we recognize this dynamic, we reclaim our power. We take back control over our peace. Think of Buddhist monks who live in simplicity, far removed from the distractions of modern life. They are not immune to challenges, but they transcend suffering by cultivating mindfulness and awareness. They don't allow negative energy to control their minds. You too have that ability. Your awareness of negativity is the key to breaking free from it. 2. Staying positive in a negative world. In a world filled with distractions, chaos, and constant noise, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by negativity. The complaints of others, the fast pace of daily life, and the toxicity that seeps into conversations can drain your energy. But as Buddha said, peace begins within. If you seek peace outside, you will never find it. The truth is, no matter how much darkness surrounds you, it cannot touch you if your inner light is strong. The key to maintaining this inner light lies in daily practices that protect your mind. Gratitude helps shift your focus toward what is good in your life. Mindfulness anchors you in the present moment, preventing stress from overtaking your thoughts. Self-care strengthens your resilience, allowing you to stand firm against negativity. These are not just habits. They are shields, defenses against the world's negative energy. Buddhism teaches that peace is not something gifted to us by the world. It is something we must create, moment by moment, through our own efforts. This is not a one-time fix, but a practice, a way of life. Each morning, start with gratitude. Acknowledge the gift of breath, the beauty of simply being alive. Let meditation be your anchor, keeping you centered so that the noise of the world cannot pull you away. And self-care, whether through rest, mindful eating, or moments of silence, is essential, not selfish. Thich Nhat Hanh, the revered Vietnamese Buddhist monk, often taught that even the simplest acts, drinking tea, walking slowly, or breathing deeply, could become moments of deep peace. When done with full awareness, these acts shield you from negativity and restore your inner balance. But even with positive habits, there is another powerful force that deepens your transformation: silence and solitude. Third, transformation. Through silence. Silence is more than the absence of sound. It is a sacred space where the mind can finally breathe. We live in a world of endless distractions, phones buzzing, conversations, notifications. Rarely do we sit in complete stillness. Yet, Buddhism regards silence and solitude as tools for transformation. When you embrace silence, you allow the noise of daily life to settle. Your thoughts become clearer. The mind, which is often turbulent with fears, worries and stress, finds peace. Silence is not an escape from life. It is a gateway to deeper awareness. When we step away from the noise, we can observe our inner world more clearly. We can recognize the emotions we suppress, the thoughts we avoid, and in doing so, begin to heal. Buddhist monks dedicate time to solitude, whether through meditation, deep reflection, or mindful walking. They sit in stillness, allowing the world to continue its busy rhythm while they remain unmoved. Think of the Buddha himself. His enlightenment came under the Bodhi tree in deep stillness. It was in silence that he saw the truth of existence, unclouded by distractions. Silence is not emptiness. It is an opening, a space where healing and wisdom take root. It allows you to confront your emotions with honesty and compassion, something the constant noise of life often denies you. As you sink into the peace of silence, you begin to notice something profound. Nature has its own rhythm of healing. 5. Managing negative relationships. Negative relationships can often feel like an anchor, weighing us down and draining our mental and emotional well-being. Toxic interactions, whether with family, friends, or colleagues, can plant seeds of resentment, frustration, and anger within us. But as the Buddha taught, in understanding others, we free ourselves. To free ourselves from the negative energy that relationships bring, we must begin with understanding and compassion. Buddhism teaches that resisting negativity only strengthens its hold on us. Instead of fighting it, we must transform it through mindfulness and awareness. Compassionate communication is a powerful tool in Buddhism. When we approach conflicts with empathy, seeking to understand the pain and struggles of others, we lessen the grip that negativity has on us. This doesn't mean tolerating harmful behavior, but it does mean choosing to respond with clarity and kindness rather than reacting with anger or resentment. In doing so, we disarm the power of toxicity. Every difficult interaction is an opportunity to practice mindful communication, expressing our truth with honesty and compassion rather than hostility. The Dalai Lama often speaks about practicing compassion even in the face of opposition. He reminds us that anger and cruelty are often expressions of suffering. By recognizing this, we can approach even the most difficult people with a sense of understanding rather than resistance. This shift in perspective protects our peace, allowing us to engage with others without absorbing their negativity. Compassionate communication transforms conflict into understanding. But beyond how we interact with others, our own words shape the energy we carry. 6. Generating positive energy through right speech. Words are more than just sounds. They carry the weight of our thoughts, emotions, and energy. This is why Buddhism places such great emphasis on right speech, one of the Noble Eightfold Path's core principles. Words have the power to build or break. Choose wisely. Our speech reflects our inner state. When we speak with kindness, honesty, and mindfulness, we create an atmosphere of positive energy that not only uplifts others, but also cleanses our own mind. Mindful speech helps to dissipate negativity and foster harmony. This isn't just about avoiding harsh words, it's about intentionally choosing words that uplift, heal, and bring peace. When we reduce gossip, criticism, and negativity in our speech, we also reduce their presence in our minds. Instead, by speaking with compassion and sincerity, we create a ripple effect of positivity. Imagine a time when someone's words brought you comfort, clarity, or encouragement. That is the power of right speech. It builds connections, dissolves misunderstandings, and fosters an inner peace that extends outward. Right speech requires mindfulness, pausing before we speak and asking ourselves, will my words bring peace or conflict? Am I speaking out of anger or wisdom? What kind of energy am I releasing into the world? By practicing this awareness, we reshape not just our relationships, but our entire mental state. But letting go of negativity isn't just about what we say, it's also about what we cling to. 7. Letting go of negative attachments. More often than not, we are weighed down not by life itself, but by our own attachments. Desires, expectations, grudges. These are the chains that hold us captive in suffering. The tighter we hold on, the more we suffer. But as the Buddha taught, by letting go, we create space for peace. Letting go is not loss, it is liberation. It is the release of a burden we were never meant to carry. In Buddhism, impermanence and non-attachment are key to emotional freedom. Everything in life is transient, our possessions, relationships, and even emotions. Clinging to them only leads to pain and resistance. Ask yourself, what expectations are causing me stress? What grudges am I holding on to? What am I trying to control that I should simply accept? These attachments create a false sense of security, but in reality, they tighten the grip of negativity on our hearts and minds. Start practicing non-attachment by releasing expectations. Let go of the idea that life must unfold in a certain way. Surrender to the flow of life rather than resisting it. Consider the story of the Buddha himself, born into royalty, surrounded by luxury. Yet he renounced wealth and power in search of inner peace. By letting go of external attachments, he discovered the true riches of life: clarity, wisdom, and compassion. Letting go of attachments leads to emotional liberation. But once we release negativity, we must replace it with something transformative: kindness. 8. The practice of loving kindness, metta. Loving kindness, or metta, is a practice of transforming negativity into compassion. When bad energy lingers, it is not just a passing storm, it is a reflection of unresolved emotions. Through metta meditation, we can soften and release these burdens. Imagine sitting in stillness, repeating simple yet powerful phrases. May I be happy. May I be free from suffering. As you repeat these words, you begin to cleanse your energy. The weight of resentment and anger melts away, replaced by a deep sense of peace. Then you extend these wishes outward. May all beings be happy. May all beings be free from suffering. Through this practice, you begin to heal, not just yourself, but the world around you. Buddhist monks like Ajahn Brahm often speak about the power of loving kindness. When faced with anger, they do not meet fire with fire. Instead, they emphasize patience and love, the only forces capable of truly neutralizing negativity. Through metta, we direct compassionate energy toward even those who have wronged us. In doing so, we free ourselves from the emotional poison that resentment brings. Loving kindness transforms how we see the world. It reminds us of our interconnectedness, that the energy we release into the world returns to us in cycles. Practicing loving kindness heals wounds caused by negative energy. When we extend forgiveness and compassion, we clear the mind of anger and invite peace into our lives. Yet beyond our emotions, there is another force at play: karma. 9. The impact of karma, the energy we create. Karma is not punishment nor reward. It is the energy we generate through our thoughts, words, and actions. Buddhism teaches that every choice we make leaves an imprint on our minds. Every reaction, every action, either plants the seeds of negativity or nourishes the seeds of peace. Each moment we shape our future energy. If we act with anger, greed, or resentment, we create negative energy that clings to us. But when we act with mindfulness, kindness, and integrity, we generate positive karma that cleanses the mind. Consider the Buddha's teachings. Living a life of integrity naturally leads to a peaceful mind. When you are kind to others, you are kind to yourself. When you are honest and true, you create inner harmony. When you act with compassion, you dissolve negativity before it can take root. Karma is not about what happens to us. It is about how we shape the energy within us. By living with awareness and intention, we create the conditions for peace, clarity, and emotional freedom. 10. Resilience through Buddhist rituals. Buddhist rituals are not just repetitive customs. They are powerful practices designed to purify the mind and realign the spirit. Every bow, every chant, and every offering is an intentional step toward mental clarity and inner peace. When bad energy clouds your thoughts, pulling you into stress, anger, or despair, it is these simple rituals that bring you back to balance. Rituals ground us in the present and connect us to our higher selves. From lighting incense to silent chanting, these sacred actions serve as reminders that we are not bound by external chaos. Instead, we are beings capable of transcending negativity through mindfulness and discipline. Monks and practitioners use rituals to fortify the mind. Through them, they cultivate mental strength and resilience. Imagine rising before dawn, bowing in gratitude, or chanting in meditation, each action reinforcing peace, awareness, and inner strength. In Zen Buddhism, rituals are essential for clearing mental clutter. They provide structure, acting as a safeguard against stress and negativity. Whether it's as simple as lighting a candle or taking a deep breath before meditation, these rituals create a sacred space where negativity loses its power. Daily rituals act as anchors in a chaotic world, bringing the mind back to stillness. They purify negative energy, allowing you to return to a state of clarity and balance. But beyond structured rituals, how can we bring mindfulness into every aspect of daily life? 11th, mindful daily practices, a constant renewal of positive energy. Mindfulness is the gateway to removing bad energy. It is a moment-by-moment awareness that allows you to choose peace over chaos, clarity over confusion. In Buddhism, every activity, no matter how mundane, is an opportunity to cultivate peace. Whether it's eating, walking, or working, when done mindfully, these simple actions become acts of meditation. The present moment is the only place where peace can be found. When you eat, be fully present. Notice the taste, the texture. Immerse yourself in the experience. When you walk, feel the ground beneath your feet, the rhythm of your breath. Walk with awareness. When you work, focus deeply, engage fully. Transform routine tasks into moments of mindfulness. This practice of mindful living blocks negative energy from taking root. Buddhist monks embody this principle. Whether drinking tea or sweeping the floor, They do it with full attention and presence. They do not rush through tasks or allow distractions to dominate their minds. Instead, they turn every action into an act of mindfulness, cultivating calmness and focus in all that they do. This daily mindfulness protects mental clarity, preventing stress, regret, and worry from taking hold. By integrating mindfulness into your routine, you create a state of constant renewal where negativity has no room to thrive. Yet even with mindfulness, deep-rooted negativity can linger. To fully let go, we must turn to one of Buddhism's most powerful tools, meditation. 12th, letting go through meditation. Meditation is the doorway to releasing negative energy. It is the practice of stilling the mind, observing thoughts without attachment, and learning to let go of tension, fear, and suffering. In silence and stillness, we find the space to let go. In a world where we constantly chase and resist, meditation offers an alternative: to simply be. As you sit in focused breathing or mantra meditation, you begin to calm the storm within. The thoughts that once controlled you start to dissolve, and you realize that bad energy is not permanent. It is something you can release. Buddhist teachings remind us that meditation is not just relaxation. It is transformation. When you focus on the breath, your mind returns to the present. When you observe your thoughts without judgment, you free yourself from their grip. When you sit in stillness, tension naturally melts away. Regular meditation peels away layers of stress, anger, and resentment, revealing a clearer, lighter state of being. Practitioners often share how years of emotional pain have been healed through consistent meditation practice. Meditation allows you to face your emotions without being consumed by them. It helps you to release negativity, clear mental clutter, and cultivate lasting peace. But cleansing negativity from within is only part of the journey. True healing also requires compassion, not just for yourself, but for others. 13. Compassion as a healing force. Compassion is the ultimate healer of the mind. It dissolves the bad energy that festers in resentment, anger, and bitterness, transforming the heart into a vessel of peace. Compassion is the antidote to resentment and anger. When we hold on to grudges, we are the ones who suffer. Bitterness clouds our judgment, poisons our emotions, and weighs us down. But when we practice compassion and forgiveness, we lighten our burdens. We choose to free ourselves from the negativity we've been carrying. Start with yourself. Forgive your past mistakes, let go of guilt, and offer yourself kindness. Extend that same compassion to others, even those who have wronged you, not for their sake, but for your own liberation. The Dalai Lama reminds us that anger and resentment only prolong suffering. True peace comes from understanding and releasing that pain. Forgiveness is not weakness, nor does it excuse the wrongs of others. Instead, it is a powerful act of self-liberation. Compassion heals emotional wounds and opens the heart to peace. Through forgiveness and loving kindness, we clear the mind of anger and allow positive energy to flow. But beyond our emotions, there is another force that influences our energy, our environment. 14. The interconnectedness of mind, body, and environment. The energy we carry within us is deeply connected to the world around us. Negative energy thrives in environments filled with clutter, chaos, or emotional tension. Just as our thoughts shape our emotions, our surroundings reflect our inner world. As within, so without. If your space is cluttered, noisy, and unbalanced, your mind will reflect that disorder. Buddhist teachings emphasize harmony between the inner and outer worlds. To remove bad energy from the mind, we must also bring balance to our physical and emotional environment. Clear your living space. A clutter-free environment supports a calm mind. Resolve lingering conflicts. Unaddressed emotional tension weighs on the spirit. Create a peaceful atmosphere. Introduce simplicity, stillness, and mindfulness into your surroundings. Zen monks practice minimalism, not just as a lifestyle, but as a spiritual discipline. Their surroundings are deliberately peaceful, reflecting the stillness they cultivate within. When your space is clear, your mind finds clarity. When your environment is peaceful, your thoughts follow suit. The journey to removing bad energy begins with small, intentional steps. Mindfulness, compassion, self-awareness, and letting go. Final thoughts, your path to a peaceful mind. These Buddhist teachings remind us that we hold the power to cleanse our energy. By practicing mindfulness, right speech, meditation, and compassion, you can remove negativity from your mind and cultivate lasting peace. Negativity only takes root if we allow it. The choice is yours. Will you hold on to suffering or release it and embrace inner calm? Embracing inner peace. Through Buddhist wisdom, negativity is not an inescapable force. It is a reflection of our inner world. Through awareness, mindfulness, and intentional action, we have the power to release bad energy and cultivate peace. Buddhist teachings show us that peace is not something we seek outside ourselves. It is something we create within. Through mindfulness, we anchor ourselves in the present, preventing stress and regret from taking hold. Through meditation, we let go of attachments, allowing space for clarity and renewal. Through compassion, we dissolve resentment and anger, healing not just ourselves, but the world around us. Through positive actions and rituals, we purify our energy and realign with our true nature. The key to lasting inner peace is not avoiding negativity, but transforming it. When we shift our mindset, choosing stillness over chaos, love over resentment, awareness over reaction, we reclaim control over our energy. Buddha's wisdom reminds us that we are the creators of our own peace. Negativity only thrives if we allow it. The choice is now yours. Will you carry the weight of negativity? Or will you release it and embrace mindfulness, compassion, and clarity? Every moment is an opportunity for renewal. Begin today, practice awareness, let go of what no longer serves you, and cultivate a mind filled with peace. If this wisdom has inspired you, share your thoughts below. Let's continue this journey of growth and transformation together. May your path be filled with peace, wisdom, and clarity.